16. Christa. The people are called makers, in the galaxy called crystals. Everyone that lives on the planet works in the mines. When I got there it was almost nighttime, and boy did it get dark here quick. The sun went down and it was so dark I could not see anything. Lucky I found the Wisha Hotel when I did, or I would have not found it. When I walked in, the man behind the counter jumped up and said, "Can I help you?" I said, "My name is Jack Wisha." He said, "I thought it was. Here is your key to your room." He passed me the key and I headed for the room. He hollered, "If you need anything just call room service." When I found the room and put the key in the door opened, and what was standing in the door was the most ugliest woman I have ever seen. I said, "Why are you in this room?" She said, "I am the cleaning lady." I said to myself, boy am I glad she is. She left. When I come into the room it was good size. The room was very clean. I walked into the bathroom and it looked like new. When I walked back into the living room I heard a knock at the door, and when I got in opened it, there stood the most beautiful woman I have ever saw. I said, "How can I help you?" She just looked in my eyes and then she said, "How can I help you?" I said, "Well, you could come in and talk to me for a while." She said, "Okay." When she come in and sat on the sofa she crossed her long legs. I said to myself, if only I was not married, I could stay here with her forever. I wanted to find out from her what was on the planet and what everyone did for work. I said, "What brings you to a place like this anyway?" She said, "I was born here and this is my home." I said, "Do you know who I am?" She said, "That is why I am here. I want to get off this planet and I just don't know where to go to find work that I could do." I said, "What kind of work do you do anyway?" She said, "I am a miner and a barroom dancer. I work all day at the mines and dance half the night." I said, "It sounds like a long day." She said, "So where can I go to find work that makes more money than here?" I said, "How much do you make here in 1 week with both jobs?" She said, "All I make is $50 a week. It just pays for my room and what I eat a week. I just want more out of life than just breaking even." I said, "Well, there's a lot of planets out there and they are looking for help. If you are looking for a job and maybe a husband, you want to go to Planet 46, the trade planet. That is where everyone goes to find work and or a husband." She said, "Then that is where I want to go, and how much is it to get there?" I said, "I am afraid it is more than you make a week. It is very far from here. The fare is 85.00 one way and 125.00 both ways. But if you go with me I will take you there for only 25.00 and give you a round-trip ticket." She said, "How can you do that?" I said, "You happen to be talking to the owner of the Wisha newspaper and the Wisha bus service." She said, "You are the owner?" I said, "I am." Then she looked at me and said, "If you are the owner and you are on the road, who takes care of the office for you when you are gone?" I said, "My wife does." Her eyes dropped and then she said, "Oh." I said, "That is all right if that makes you sad. It makes me sad too. I think you are very pretty and you just need a helping hand. But there is one thing I want you to remember in life. That your looks can get you a lot of things in life, but some of them are not worth having." She looked at me and smiled and said, "So you know how things work too." I said, "How do you think I have all I have if I didn't?" She just got up and walked toward the door and said, "When are you leaving the planet?" I said, "Just as soon as I find someone that can tell me what is going on around here." She come back over and sat down. She said, "What do you want to know about this place?" I said, "Everything that goes on around here." She looked at me and just smiled. By the way she smiled and sits, I could tell she had been around. The next day I was waiting for the bus to arrive, and just as the bus pulled in, she come a running yelling, "Wait for me." As we were walking on the bus, all I could think about is what she had told me the night before. Things are not always what they seem. When we both got on the bus took off. All they had to do was drop off the newspapers anyway. I was sitting there and thinking about what she had told me and why she really wanted to leave the planet, and I just don't blame her. The gold mine was just a front for buying and selling used guns, ships, missiles, and whatever they could buy and resell. She worked for one of gun smugglers and they would not pay her very good for what she did for them. They just used everyone on the planet for whatever they could get out of them, and if they got sick, they just killed them. Oh, yes, that is the place I want to live and die for nothing. Written by John R. Ruland 3.